damage done into the mid player as well, and they're going to drop down into Dark. There's a double setup here. Joko now being pushed on two fronts. He does well to get one kill, but in the end, it's just exercise stuck in middle, Blur. And that's the MongolZ with a nice quick pistol.
Yeah, just nothing too crazy. He's grouping up together, working as a pack. Good trades, good opening frags, and I mean, not much else to say about this. It's pretty straightforward coming in from the Mongolian side. You know what I want to see from the Mongols?
What do you want to see, Blur?
I want to see more energy, more aggression coming out from them, right?
Will you be in the game or outside the server?
Outside the server, because like I look at Mazzini, he's the only one who's like, nice, yeah, but everyone else are like, nice.
Dude, it was so funny in Cologne when he just screams and he turns to his teammates and goes, "It's kind of funny to scream like that."
Yeah, I think it's very.
Oh, Techno! Oh
He's
no!
good.
Yeah, he gets around the corner, but his teammates have to come and defend him. There's multiple CTs getting aggressive now. Gravity going down after one. 9-10 making quick work of him. And it's cleaned up in the end. So that aggression for 3D Max only nets them one kill, and that's not enough to make this round competitive, especially with Mizinho staying composed and dealing with any A aggression.
Yeah, well handled there. Yeah, Techno, despite getting taken down. Good work from 9-10, and I think it was Blitz working in tandem, and now it's all on Mr. Maka. Maka's so underrated, dude. Like IGL, star player, Opper, he does everything.
And he's been around for a long time. I remember him in the Heretics squad, everybody kind of touting him as one of the next players up from the French scene, but I feel like he's permanently been stuck at this level, though. He's never really taken that step up, and well, that is certainly a step up in this round. Mizinho getting taken out. It's damage done to both remaining MongolZ players. Now, Maka does not have a kit.
No armor either.
So,
how did he win those deals with 0 armor? Like,
pretty impressive, and took as little damage as he has as well. He's going over towards A. Right now, it's only a 1v1 fight on this A bomb site, but he's not committing to it.
I just hold on to this. They have no money for the next round.
Just the Galil save into the next round, and MongolZ will go up 2-0.
He hadn't gone for the full eco, so he could bring out the AWP as early as he can. But yeah, he seems to be one of those cases where I would have loved to seen him on like a mixed team, an international team.
Yeah, you'd like that.
Yeah, like how I would have liked Tapson to have been in, right? Like back in the day, although that seems like a lost cause right now. But he is finding some success, Dinko, so what do I know? Maybe he's just there for the vibes, the French vibes.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, the French vibes. Looking to bring French Counter-Strike back.
Make French.
It's kind of crazy, like one of the two of the biggest regions in Counter-Strike for so many years were, France and Sweden.
Yeah.
And there's national squads of just full French players and full Swedish players are a thing of the past.
At least they still have a Zyru and Apex.
Yeah, they have players, sure, but not
Sweden doesn't even have any players left.
They got Brolin.
Fair. All right.
Yeah.
He's doing good. He's doing
still
good.
a Malz,
The one shining light.
But it is kind of crazy to watch Swedish Counter-Strike fall off so much. They had multiple former world's best players.
I have a theory as to why that happened.
Yeah, well, what is the theory?
I feel that when CSGO came out especially, a lot of the players from Sweden were just star players, right? They're all these crazy riflers and operas and whatnot. You had Forrest, you had Get Right, you had all these 1.6 guys. And then when it came to IGLing, not too many Swedish IGLs I remember from back in the day. Karn comes to mind, but I don't think it was necessarily a very cerebral IGLer. It's more like a captain, right? As opposed to, okay, hold up. We'll get back to it later on.
Maka's making this Galil work.
Yeah, that was not pretty from 9 to Techno. And this is pretty much a full eco virtually. Another Galil picked up, and Gravity has armor. This can get very ugly here for the MongolZ.
Yeah, really should not be allowing one player to get 2 kills out of that Galil without a trade. And MongolZ looking to recover this, so 45 seconds left. Gravity just watching in towards Dark, and as soon as he spots them, he can just get close to the obelisk and not sell his life away. So again, still tough for the MongolZ. They haven't got any of these kills back. Still a 3v5 that they've got to fight their way out of, and Gravity using his smoke to perfection.
Look at Joko.
Surviving on the back of the platform.
Joko's outside B main. They have no idea.
Yeah, he's still outside B main, and now they've got Lucky dropping down. He's got an AK-47 to play with, and Joko, there he comes in, 5-7, works to perfection. Gravity piece in the back of the platform, and it's all on Blitz. 1v5 on the A-bomb site. Now, I don't consider this all that realistic, especially with 3D Max now having 4 weapons picked up. But it's time to show us that he is really, truly a master. He'll play outside of main. They're all funneling in, And I think Blitz is soon to realize this round cannot be saved. It's a lost cause. Headshot picked up. They know where he is. Defuse now being stuck, and there's so many bodyguards blocking that defuse. Blitz tries to line them up and actually nearly gets away with 3 kills there in a quick succession. But the TheMongolz, bit of a disastrous round, as now they will concede their first.
I thought he probably might have tried using the smoke to block himself off and line up the bomb. But just line up the diffuser and take a shot through the smoke. But yeah, no, great round from Maka there, and it's such an expensive couple of rounds from TheMongolz, despite the fact they won a second one as well. And even if they won this, the money would have been in tatters. But huge from Maka. And that's the one thing I'm not a big fan of some of the TheMongolz individuals are when they just go poking and prodding by themselves at times when they really don't need to. Not this round. This was like just a great round for
Look at this rush. It's a little speed behind it. Blood Techno at the front of the attack, and Exercise looking to try and hold on. He's going to mow down one, but couldn't quite trade out on Mizinho. But yeah, damage certainly could become an influential factor at the end of round 4. Bomb not planted yet, not really even taking the space to the A bomb side at the moment. Now they finally cross. 910's got the right read, but can he land a shot? That's the question.
Yes, he will.
You believe in it? Yep, me too. Smacked out of it. It's not exactly impressive when you believe in something after it happened, but I'll take it. Maybe there's a slight delay. I'll work with it. Here comes Maka and Gravity back in from camera. TheMongolz sitting in a strong post plant this time, and they're looking to respond after their first round loss here on Anubis with a swift victory towards the A bomb site, and it forces Maka back into the save call. He has to try and get out of there with his M4A4 intact, and that's going to be TheMongolz up 3-1.
They're so much better, like when they just work as a pack. Keep it simple sometimes. They're so much more clinical. Oh, Maka, nothing will be saved, and yeah, the force wipe hands out.
Mara tries to give Mizinho a high five, and he fist bumps his hand.
Mizinho is a Chad dog.
He's just chewing bubble gum. That was my favorite thing about Cologne. It was just watching Mizinho blowing bubbles. He looked like a little skater boy.
Just there to chew bubble gum and kick ass. It was all out of gum.
No, he wasn't. He was all out kicking ass.
Just let me go with this, all right?
He had the bubble gum. No ass kicking ability though.
I bet you didn't even get the reference.
No, not at all. But you said it yesterday too.
Yeah.
What's it from, Blah? Enlighten me.
So, it was famously in Duke Nukem 3D, the game, but that was actually taken from a movie originally, which was from, wait, let me remember the name of the movie. It had the, They Live. It's by John Carpenter. Classic movie. Featuring a very famous wrestler from the 80s, who you wouldn't know, Dinka.
Yeah, you're right. But you do. And that's good.
Thanks, man.
Another quote. We're going to have this as a recurring segment. Blah's quotes from obscure 80s movies.
They Live is not obscure 80s movie. It's pretty well known.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Here goes Senzu through the darkness, getting one. Techno burning away.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with the start of this round, the TheMongolz, with 53 seconds left. The Trolls they're still trying to get through Maka, who just hides here at the pillar. Molotov to heat things up for him. He has to move out into the open, and Maka's looking sharp today. Gets another headshot, but he has to rely on his teammates to close out the round because he gets traded after one. Lucky just holding dark. Blitz walking into him. Somehow a 2v2 off the back of this.
Backup's nearby as well.
Yeah, Lucky's going to get another chance here. Exercise taking down Mizinho, leaving it all on 910 inside of the site. So he's going to go for commitment into the plant. Exercise getting ever closer to him. And 910 wraps around, spotted by Exercise, and he's able to turn this back in favor of 3D Max.
Well done. Well handled by 3D Max.
It feels like TheMongolz are getting themselves in good positions, but it's just the closers.
It felt a little... It felt like there was a bit of trepidation coming out from Dog. I think they took a little too long, and that allowed the rotation to be very, very close by. And Lucky did a very good job here getting the kill on the Blitz. Some of the jiggles, not a really big fan of. I would have liked, the Blitz to just maybe go for the wide swing. His teammate just goes for the close peek, get an instant trade or something, but... The Force by Wars, beg your pardon, will continue.
Yeah, TheMongolz with AKs, 2 Galils, Deagle, and a P250, looking to bring this to the battle. TheMongolz are able to answer back after losing their first round immediately, but unable to convert that into a string of round victories. And if they lose this round, they're out of money. And that will allow 3D Max a fantastic start into the half. So I think they'll be looking to break them here, Mongols, but they've lost their first player. It was Maka, aggressive and confident, but Senzu just tapping away Lucky.
There's one guy towards main.
Look how far Maka's pushed.
Yeah, this is so much information.
It's crazy how far he's got here. And they're actually drifting back one player into the temple. Gravity to watch for that in case they, instead of going camera, go in towards temple to try and split this B bomb site.
Oh,
there isn't much of a split. It's just all of the pack of the attack going this way. And Gravity's angle is so good. So hard to stop it, but a little bit premature on the bullets. Jocko with him, though. And he gets a double kill. Finally taken out by Blitz in a 2v2. But both remaining Mongols players are so low on health that this round still looks incredibly difficult.
Oh, the B main flank as well, Dinko.
Yeah, they've been caught by the B-main flank from Jocko, but he's dead now. So Maka, I don't think they're going to be expecting him to have gone around all the way here on this flank. This feels like Maka has won the round. But this fight, this is everything.
Eagle?
The Eagle for the instant headshot. Oh, unable to get it. Exercise able to trade out onto Senzu. Now Blitz left in a 1v2. Nice shot, but not ready for B-main. And so it is Maka. And his aggression in the early round that'll win the round in the end for 3D Max.
So many massive rounds coming in from Maka, right? The second round comes to mind with the Galil save, getting 2 or 3 kills right there.
Yeah.
Then the first round was netted by him and that Galil getting 2 kills towards mid. And I was surprised Zena caught with his pants down there.
Yo, we've got Ins in the chat supporting the Mongols.
Hell yeah.
Good luck in that game later today.
Yeah, we're
FaZe Clan.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Our FaZe Clan gonna get their second upset of ESL Pro League.
Like an upset loss.
Yeah. They will be very upset if that happens. 3-3 scoreline. Timeout taken for the Mongols. Obviously, Mara's not too happy about the start of this. If they've had multiple opportunities to really extend this T side right from the get-go, and money's in the bin, so they're actually going to buy again. And I guess taking this timeout just to try and figure out what kind of purchase they can put together.
And Mongols' CD side on Anubis was not pretty when I saw them lost against Pain. It was getting exploited by Pain, by Saw. So they want to net as many rounds as they can on his T side. All right, here we go. Akin hands off Blitz. It is interesting how the 2 captains... Oh, this is messy. Lucky needs to stay alive. It's
one.
It's about the IGL to top fragging in a server right now.
Yeah, Blitz is doing a great job. 10-3. Maka 9-3. Walking forward is the Tech 9 of 9-10, about to walk into Maka's position at camera. Now, it could be overwhelming here for Maka, and it certainly will be. The Tech 9 just domes him, locks him in. And now Lucky under a lot of pressure, under a lot of scrutiny, getting peeked from heaven, getting peeked from below, and eventually completely eradicated. Now, 3D Max have a decision to make. Either commit to this and die, or save and have a fight in the next round. So that is what they're going to do. Money's low for the CT side. And you can see why Mongols wanted to go for the buy here, and they're able to put it together after a timeout and figure out what they wanted to do, and it was clean. Jocko now just the last remaining player. Just desperately trying to hold on to the M4 blood. But he's not allowed to.
Yep.
Ooh, not allowed. Senzu denies. 43 lead for the Mongols. They've broken the CT money, and it's massive that they've taken every kill. They don't let anything be saved.
It's actually this presence outside of A main by Senzu and Mizinho, right? And that forced 3D Max to kind of give up control of mid. And the angle Maka's holding to his camera, it's so susceptible to a contact play, right? 2 players are swinging out wide. You gotta struggle to get that spray down. So well done by Mongols. That should have broken the money, yeah. Oh, it's a double eco territory for 3 of the players. So.
Yeah, so you might want to just, yeah, they're going to surely force up into this. Get 5-7s, Deagles, put it all together.
And if Mongols are able to survive this, they're going to basically have 2 rounds for free. That's going to be 6-3, so.
Didn't see any purchases coming in for 3. You'd imagine so, right?
Yeah.
Now we're on high alert today for any snappy tappies.
Yeah, no rappy snappy taparinos.
We're gonna have I'm sure everybody's gonna be on high alert after yesterday.
It's a weird buy. I mean, it is a buy.
It is. They've invested into it, but I like what they've done here. They haven't thrown all their money in.
Some residual cash, right? Yeah.
And Mac obviously not buying because he wants to get the AWP out as early as possible. But it means Mongols should have a relatively comfortable 5th round victory here.
You say that.
Yeah, I said should be play. And I believe it.
Bit of a stack at B.
Best case scenario for 3D Max is to get a kill on this B attack. Mongols looking like they're going to clear everything out with utility though. Limit those positions, and there's that one kill. It's Exercise's Deagle landing it, and now Lucky stuck at A main. So we're looking at 5-3. Mongols comfortably collecting this one, and 3D Max we're saving to get a goodbye, not into the next, but the round after. So realistically, we're actually looking at 6 rounds being picked up for Mongols, and you can see why it's so difficult when you get into the forced by wars as a CT side when you lose the war, blah.
It can be rough.
Just more expensive to be on the blue team.
Have you ever watched Red vs. Blue?
No.
God damn. Every time I try to like bring something up, and you know, it's not even obscure. Try to bring something from the old days of the internet or 80s and 90s. You're like, I don't know, what are you talking about?
Well, I wasn't born, so...
Well, I wasn't born when, you know, World War II happened, yet I know what happened over there. You know, you study a history, dude. I didn't have a gramophone growing up.
Why does the caster keep saying blood? I know, I'm saying bleh.
It's my name, Darren Disdat. What is that name?
Darren Disdat, I like it.
Darren Disdat.
It's this, it's that, and it's Darren. But yeah, just to answer your question.
He's not saying blood.
What's up, blood?
What's up, blood? What's up, young blood?
This is my my old friend, boy, right here beside me on the caster headset. And Thomas Tom coming in with the correction. Shout out to him. He knows who you are.
Yeah, shout out to Thomas Tom 0620. Oh, man.
Well, as expected, eco territory here for 2D Max. But because they saved some cash on the last round, they'll have a really good buy in the next.
Yeah. Lucky still has that 5-7 and a smoke, so they could try and do something with it, but looking very unlikely. Man, I wish I chose a better nickname than Bleh. I never knew I was going to get into esports.
Yeah, you never knew you would be known by a lot of people by the name Bleh.
Yeah, it's because, like, you know, back in the, you know, the 2000s where everyone had like 420 triple X,
yeah.
Demon Slayer, all that shit. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna. It's literally the expression. Blah, I don't care. I literally don't care.
You were in your sort of emo phase.
It's not even emo. I never had an emo phase.
Oh, you were just in your emotional numbness phase.
I never had that. We went straight. We went straight into metal, man.
That's good.
Yeah. I get very tilted when people are like, "Oh, you listen to screamo, emo." I'm like, "No, dude, I listen to death metal. It's not screamo."
Yeah, well, CTs have got too many kills here, but I don't know how they've done this, but 2 have picked up AK and an M4 to work with.
Yeah, again.
But they've got Blitz inside of A, so if these CTs try and fall back through the A bomb site, they're gonna get caught.
It's just expensive.
Yeah. Dinko more like Stinko. So that's the only interaction you've had with me today, Elfish guy. So thank you. So original. That's what Yanko calls me, actually. So
Stinko?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought he'd call me the stinky guy. But
no. See, your name doesn't rhyme with stink. Oh, does it?
All right.
Well, good damage done for 3D Max. And if they save these 2 weapons, dude, this really helps the money. Like, down the line, this is a rebuy you get later on in the half. Just by saving 2 rifles. So this has actually fixed the money situation for 3D Max. Now they've got to fix the round win situation.
Terrorists win.
Now, for 3D Max, when it's 3-3 up, it did look like it was shaping up to a pretty solid first half, right? You get like 5 rounds in the CD side, you consider that a win. For Mongols, though, if they can keep this clean, Dinko, make it a 9-3, they're going to be very happy. Because this is a map where they got, I think, what, 13-7?
Yeah, Mongols could have a really clean first half here. When it comes down to this gun round, 3D Max, we'll see what the CT side looks like when they have all the bells and whistles. I mean, you brought it up earlier. We had the 4 spy wars. It meant that 3D Max never really had the full buy that they wanted, and Maka doesn't even have the AWP out yet. He's still wielding the rifle.
I love this.
Oh, in a canal. It should have gone Sensu's way, and it does. Somehow he recovers, and he actually gets information that 2 players are aggressive, and they're going to take both kills down in the canals. Oh, that is disastrous for 3D Max.
And I do like how Mongols aren't really speeding up here, right? They could have just pivoted straight towards the B bomb site. And now 3D Max just grouping up together towards mid. Techno 4K lies in way to the edge of the window. You heard a footstep. That's a trap trigger, Dico. They know where two of the CTs are, and just one remains. It's all on exercise.
That's the Mongols round right there. That's dominant. I have a question for you, Blah. And it's not my question. It's from Sparky Slips. Got any jokes? Have you got any jokes, Blah? Any off the top of your head?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Be funny.
Sparky Slips.
Is that was a bad joke? No, it's
That's a joke, right?
that was the sorry to Sparky Slips. Come on, Blah. You surely have a good joke in you.
Yeah, all right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Damien.
Damien who?
And that's when Damien realized, with a tear trickling down his face, that his father had forgotten his name.
Okay.
And a dementia had taken
Oh,
over.
geez. Okay, we're going dark. Sorry, Damien, in the chat. I'm sure one of you are out there.
It could be any name.
Yeah, it could have been. Well, that took a dark turn very quickly. I hope that was kind of joke you were hoping for
That's
today.
the problem with all my jokes. They're really, really dark and not, TV friendly.
Yeah, well, I like it. How are Mongols so bad when they're up against the
So what
weaker
happened
guys?
there was Senzu just spamming through the smoke up close with an AK-47, and all I think it was Joko had to do was just tap in the direction, triangulate where the bullets are coming from. There was no need to go for that.
Dude, why are Mongols? They're good against the more difficult rounds. It feels like they're way more comfortable when
They played the level of the
bye.
of the bye.
you know, we have teams that play to the level of their opponents. They play to the level of the bye.
You have no idea how actually you do. You were there with me in Cologne. You saw how tilted I was.
Yeah.
Some of the rounds you were losing.
You were sitting behind me while I was commentating.
Yeah.
I got to commentate a lot of the Mongols in Cologne. Got to watch them.
I was with 14-3, and they might just lose this round. Lucky has a smoke. Now 30 seconds for the Mongols. They don't have too much time to work with. He's got a tag. Pushing in. Oh, that's a huge nade, Denko.
Yeah, it's huge. 4v2 into the site they go. Maka connecting another one with the AWP. Round's done. 15 seconds. Mongols throw this one away, and disappointing, I'm sure, for them, but the reality they live in is that they have conceded this unnecessary round, and 3D Max, another one picked up. Blitz, down up to the time, but he's got a lot of... Actually, was it before the time? Might have just been a second before, but he's got a lot of money regardless. We have a comment about you, Blair. I'm not emo, but all my jokes are really dark. Do you agree with that statement? Do you have to necessarily be emo to have dark humor?
No, the emos don't have humor.
All right, that's fair enough.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You think Bill Burr's an emo?
Good thing this stream is not on TV then, Maui. Someone said. Where's Maui?
I don't know, Hugo.
I wonder how Maui's doing.
He's doing great. I think he's in.
He's at the gym today. I've seen that.
No, but I think he was in New York with his.
Wait, he's in New York.
He's in New York, I think.
He lives there now, so he's enjoying life.
So
now,
he's back in New York. I think it was in Hawaii a week ago.
Well, here we go. Exercise playing out towards the fountain. Flashes in and defending. What is a quick burst through that smoke. Mongols falling apart on the T side. I've got to say, man, it felt like Mongols had a lot of opportunities to have a great T side here, and I don't necessarily think they're going to be too happy with only 7 rounds out of this.
Just the rounds he lost were ugly. Oh. This is not going to be easy. There's so much utility remaining.
Do you believe in this clutch? No, not at all. Well, I do. 9-10. Okay, never mind. He stands in the open for a little bit too long, and the Mongols only managed 7 rounds on their T side. Wasn't the prettiest CT defense either from 3D Max, but they're able to scramble together at 5. This is a close game, and we're taking a break, and we come back. The second half will be underway. The Mongols lead the way, 7-5. A lot of opportunities throughout that first half, it felt like, to get a stronger T-side showing. A couple of moments where they lost against Pistols, they lost against weak Biesbla, and I think they'll be quite disappointed with only grabbing 7, but nonetheless, they're still in the lead, and with a pistol round win, and hopefully get off to a good defensive half here.
Yeah, it's just these sloppy anti-ecos where I just don't know what they're doing at times. But
yeah, but for 3D Max is great news, right? They didn't play the greatest Counter-Strike in that first half, but they were still able to withstand. I think, yeah, that's the highlight, right? Maka was so good individually that hopefully he's given his team enough life that they can now grow into this T side. This is the map pick of 3D Max. They love to go to Ancient, of Anubis, rather.
And they love to go to Ancient as well, which is coming up later on. It's a fast drop down. 3 players in the water, but it is going to be an A split. And you can see the rotation. Blitz has gone back towards B. They've fallen for this, but Senzu opening kill up, finds Joko, and pushing in from TheMongolz. This is risky from Senzu.
Yeah, creeping up through the water, it's risky, but sometimes risk has higher rewards, and Gravity ripped off the top. Now Exercise is waiting with his feet wet in the water. Senzu's worried about middle, and he's worried about the stairs, so he starts to retreat.
That's smart.
It's good timing for Senzu to get away. Doesn't leave himself in harm's way for long.
They have caught a timing there. You wouldn't be expecting them to be so close.
They're approaching Dark so quickly, but he gets information as he peeks out. So early info collected. 3D Max still stand with a 3v5.
Techno now. Dualies. Senju is being debated. Blitz turns around.
Oh.
The timing on that, Dinko.
He has to come back to watch that angle, surely. Under a minute left on the clock. And they're just waiting for a Mongols peak. Waiting for someone to get a little bit aggressive, and Senzu is going to provide that, but all that peak does is reconfirm that there's presence outside of Dark, and they're staying stuck towards this B-bomb site. What? What? How does he do that? Exercise gets both kills through Dark, and from a 3v5 into a 3 versus 2, that is just some filth from Exercise. There's no way he should have got both there. There's no way he should have got both, and Exercise is not stopping. A third kill. How have Mongols lost this? I don't understand how Exercise has managed to pull that off.
That's insane. That's actually so nuts from Exercise. That looked like a just impregnable.
Yeah, it looked like it was guaranteed to work out.
Or at least a trade.
It looked, oh my, dude, that looked like Mongols won the round immediately.
Beautifully done by Exercise. I think he's been with Mac doing those
bang, bang, aerobics. Macrobics, hitting the macros.
Bro, that was all Exercise, man. 3 kills.
Dude, I want to see that from his perspective. I don't know if we can, but that would be awesome to see that. I really don't understand how he's been able to pull that off.
That was actually
3v5.
All right.
Dude, Senzu kicks them off with a beautiful start here. He doesn't stick around. He doesn't get too aggressive. And bang, bang. Oh, man.
My Glock doesn't do that.
No, yours doesn't do a lot of things, but definitely not that. Wow. Well, I think Senzu was the second player that got it down, right? He's going to be kicking himself that he didn't get that.
It's like, guys, what more do you want me to do? All right, fast play coming up towards mid. It's going to be a full ego for Mongols. They're not going to try and go for any force by shenanigans. And 3D Max going to find a free bomb site. It's going to be tying things up here, Dinko.
Yeah, just nice and clean from 3D Max. And this is what I was saying about Mongols kind of wasting a lot of opportunities in that first half is if you don't win the pistol, which they now haven't, you're going to allow 3D Max completely into the game. And this is 3D Max map pick. You know they're going to have a decent T side, and you're just making your life a lot more difficult if you wanted to pick this up today for Mongols.
The one thing which we did see as an improvement from Mongols, the last 2 times I saw them play Anubis, one was against Saw, where they were super passive on the CT side, which Saw were able to exploit by going for a lot of contact plays to its camera, to its mid, and they were able to catch Mongols with the pants down. Against Pain, however, the CT was pretty solid. They did mess up, 1v3, memory serves me right, against, who was it? I think it was the Biggest Era, right? Apart from that, the CT was pretty solid overall, so hopefully it's not going to be just 3D Max just running away with this, but I'm smelling a close affair here.
Yeah, I think it'll be right down to the wire, maybe an overtime even thrown in at the moment. It does feel that way. Finally, though, Mongols getting money in the bank, blah. That's exciting. They're going to have a bye in the second half.
It's going to be a bit of a bonus round as well for 3D Max, right? Not losing a single player, 2 MAC-10s in play as well. Maybe something a little bit faster. We saw Mongols try those A hits. We saw that a couple of times in the first half. I wouldn't be too surprised to see 3D Max try something similar.
I was listening to the A stream yesterday, and I was watching the highlights back from some of the games last night, and I heard that Chad said there was a request for me to randomly meow on the B stream. Just randomly.
Want to see who does it better, meow?
Oh god. I've killed myself with cringe immediately. Ow, it hurts.
Why?
But I did it.
Why?
I don't know. But that was pretty good, Blair. You sound like a real cat.
You know?
You've had a lot of experience.
Yep. Blitz.
Well, Blitz doing well. That's going to be one follow-up coming in. Is Jocko able to step up? Maka unlucky. Fighting back. It's now just Senzu 1v3, and this gun round hasn't gone well for the Mongols. They find themselves in a real tough spot trying to recover this mess.
Doable.
And Senzu just waiting in heaven. Good headshot. Maka brought down, and Senzu dives into the site. No kid on his back. That's the problem. Time is limited, but kill is in. And now Senzu with just one to get, and he's got the right read, just not the right headshot. And that'll be the round collected and the lead for 3D Max.
Lovely work from 3D Max. I like how they, went for the contact play towards mid with the Mac 10s, catching a mid player off guard. And yeah, there we go. This is not a comfortable spot for 910 to be in, and especially when he's got no backup as well.
Goodbye, Tingson. I'm sure you'll find some other weird stuff over on the A stream. Don't you worry. A lot of people thought yours was good, though.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I think there's more cream pie jokes over on the A stream today.
Yeah, they love the cream pies. Senzu. The concept of force.
Senzu gets a double out of it. Important trade from Gravity, but it's quick. It's a heavy hit in towards this B bomb site, and it looked like Mongols had a shot in the dark, and still they do. Thanks to that kill from Techno, and now Bazinho stands behind the obelisk, swings into the open, bullet inaccurate, and in the end, it is a round recovered from 3D Max, and Mongols were losing those rounds in the first half, right? They bring them close in this one, but 3D Max able to stand tall at the end.
If only Blitz actually got a kill from the jail position, right? Senzu did a great job here. Gets the first kill, almost finds a second under Gravity, and Blitz from the jail position, he needed to get that kill, or at least deal a little bit more damage. Yeah. Well, still smiles all around.
Yeah, still smiles, but haven't won a round yet, but maybe that'll change as 910's AWP comes out, rifles on 4. But 3D Max in form.
Well, Buy's going to be coming out nonetheless. Does look like 3D Max are in control right now.
Oh.
And this round is big.
Oh, as he's been spotted. Oh, Techno just jumping.
Good aerobase
Skipping
right
over
there.
the bullets. Yeah, get him in the Mac class.
He's so lucky not to take barely any damage.
Dude, that's crazy, isn't it?
Bazinho, bit of a quiet game for him. The A-side demon, and Techno's going for the contact play out here. Ooh.
Oh, it's worked with the top mid push as well. Lucky having to spin back and try and deal with a B threat, and he can't fight on 2 fronts. So he's removed, he's split apart. And then with under a minute left, 3D Max going into the A bomb site. And the setup designed to deal with this is Mazinho and 910. 910 forcing the open by the molly, and Mazinho fights Heaven to try and trade it and instantly gets taken out. So 3D Max effective on the kills on the A bomb site.
What?
And it looked like there was something there for the Mongols.
What was 910 doing?
I don't know. He got mollied, and instead of going behind the wall, he just jumps into
I guess it was trying to help out his teammate stuck inside a corner towards Heaven. But it's like, why? Like, it's okay. I'm sure he can take the duel instead of you just jumping straight into the side. And it's a call for the save, Zenko. 3D Max going to be the first team to get to 10. Looking good, looking clean. A good reaction there. And again, it was a 3v5.
Yeah, that's
The amount of player advantage situations they've just thrown away. It's
both halves now as well.
That's messy.
Oh, yeah, it's tough for the Mongols, but you gotta say, great work from 3D Max. They're looking to try and get the same result as they got back at Sky Esports Masters.
But you do... I'm just trying to understand what the play was for Mongols. You get those kills towards the B bomb site. You know it's going to be a speed up coming in from 3D Max towards A, right? They're going to try and pressure the A bomb site once they lost 2 players outside of mid. 9-10. Just play Heaven with his teammate, Tinko. That's what's going on. And Mazinho is good enough to get a kill. Like, it's okay. All right.
It's okay, Blair. It'll be fine. It'll be all right.
No, it's not.
You'll be okay. Time up for the Mongols. I mean, the positive is the start of the rounds looked great. You know, the little CT aggression they threw into top middle.
That was fantastic.
That was pretty cool.
Well timed. They completely caught the default players who's top mid and outside of B main off guard. Great work there, and then that A hole just completely crumbles.
Yeah, that's great work from 3D Max, though, being able to turn that back despite a negative start to the round. And now the AK's fully flowing. They don't need an AWP on the T side. They don't feel like it's required. And the CTs don't want to have one either because their AWPer made a wild move in the last round and no longer able to afford it. Flashing towards A main. Exercise just having a little peek, not spotting any aggression.
The one thing I do like with the way Mongols have switched up the B bomb side is Techno and Senzu have swapped position on B. You know, you now have Techno 4K playing towards Dark. I think he does a much better job over there, and Senzu to B anchor. And I think that has actually netted them better results in the past couple of games. So far here, they're pretty decent at B. It's just the A bomb side hole completely failing a couple of times back to back. Ooh, this is risky.
Yeah, here in steps. Blitz knows they're coming into Dark, but does he drop and try to flank? Blitz 21 and 9, now 23 as he gets a swift double, getting traded eventually by Exercise down in the canal. Now a 3v3 established thanks to Blitz hero maneuver, but is it going to be enough to close this out? Important headshot from 910 on towards Exercise, and Gravity and Lucky find themselves in a 2 versus 3. They've got time, and this can't be another numbers favorite situation where Mongols turn it into a loss, right?
How does Blitz get 2 kills? He got spotted, he got tagged down. That's so ridiculous from the captain. It's 23 and 10 for him. He just needs a little bit more help from his teammates, and it's all on young Mazzinho. He's got a smoke in hand and a nade. They should know now.
Oh, Mazzinho. Can he hold on? He's got the right read, but the timing might elude him.
7
Steps
seconds.
being made. He knows now. He's wrapped him. He's played the time, and he's won the round.
It's over.
He can't win it anymore, Gravity. They just have to hide. And Gravity will hold on to his AK-47 as long as 910 isn't able to land this shot, and he is able to get into the next. So 10-8. It's 3D Max still with double figures, but finally, the Mongols able to work with something that...
Again, it's Blitz.
Blitz sets up for the... he gets aggression going in top mid in the previous round. They aren't able to win that. He drops down Dark. He gets a double kill here. And finally, they're able to convert it into a round victory. Because their in-game leader is having one hell of a performance today.
I also really like how Mazzinho played that, right? In what was basically a 1v2. He looked at the clock, played it to perfection.
3D Max have had a lot of heartbreaking losses on Anubis.
You want to close this one out?
They've had a lot of close games where they get to the brink and just can't close the game. I think it happened in the most recent game actually against the Heroic side. Brought them somewhat close on Anubis. I think it was 13-11 loss. And yeah, it was. So 13-11 loss in their map pick against Heroic.
And then they got smashed on Ancient.
Yeah, it was Exercise playing the best back then.
Going back to a more default spread. What's your favorite sandwich spread, Dinko?
Sandwich spread?
Yeah, like, if you whatever you have to apply on bread.
Butter.
Okay, yeah. Do you like just plain butter or salted butter?
Salted.
Salted, so much.
Pretty basic, I know, but
It's great. I think it's the
goated.
best. It's the best. Yeah.
It is. It's just the greatest. It's a great little. Oh, never mind. Second buttery smooth from Jocko to swap in towards Dark, and it's worked out to perfection. 2 clean entries here from 3D Max, and Blitz unable to get a multi-kill to save his team, and the Mongols are falling apart. Is there anybody here from Mongols apart from Blitz? Is anybody here today? Did they all stay back in Ulaanbaatar, or what happened?
Is there anybody out there?
Just Blitz, man.
Shoot someone if you can hear me. Pink Floyd, shout out. No one time. I can't believe Techno just fell for that. Like that's a pretty common move usually, just using the edge. But I really like what was it? Was it Joko who did that play? Or was it Lucky?
Joko slipped into Dark, yeah.
Yeah, it was Joko. Right? I usually a lot of players they try and sneak into the left-hand side of the smoke instead of snuck into the right-hand side. And he read that so well, played it so smart.
Who puts butter on a sandwich? Gross. Vast majority of people on this planet, I would imagine, put butter on sandwiches, right?
What do you put in a sandwich? What do you put in a bread?
Mayonnaise?
Oh, dude, I hate mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise is gross.
It's just disgusting. Just stop a second. Don't have mayonnaise.
Don't have mayonnaise. Egg sauce, man.
Yeah, egg sauce. Just have eggs.
Eggs are pretty good with butter.
Anything's good with butter.
Yeah, that's true. Butter is just goated.
It's goated as hell.
Man, it's kind of crazy to see how weak the fraggers are. Like the usual suspects who show up for Mongols are just so quiet at the moment. But this has one of those series written all over it to me where they're going to lose this first map, but they're going to come out swinging on map 2.
Yeah.
It just has that feeling about
Ancient
it.
is a map where if it doesn't go the way of Mongols, I'm going to be very, very, very surprised. It's their best map right now, if you ask me. And also Inferno is, well, traditionally a very good map for the Mongols. So let's find out. So far, the 3D Max in cruise control. They're looking good. They're playing fantastic. And there's a couple of rounds in the first half, Dinko. It's going to definitely haunt the Mongols. Joko. Someone doesn't get the kill there. All right. Xenia, good ability in just controlling back that spray. And Lucky decapitates Senzu, who was just going for a one-man excursion outside of B main. So 4v4 will 100% be favoring the French.
Yeah, 3D Max looking to take 12 rounds. Mongols have only been able to win a single round on the CT side. It was off the back of Blitz diving out a window and making an unlikely hero play happen. Blitz getting aggressive again. He's trying to just do everything he can for the squad. Not feeling comfortable sitting in the disadvantageous spot. So 9-10 swings out, wins that headshot, but Maka coming through dark. They've traded positions. So Mongols have taken B main and 3D Max have taken the site.
Ooh, they know both two of the CDs are outside, by the way. They just have to be worried about Mazinho coming in from Temple. This is not easy for the Mongols, even in a 3v3. Mazinho, he's got the kit.
Oh, instant timing. Goes against Mackie, gets dinked.
Blitz?
It's a long way for him to go.
Taking a sweet time. They do have a smoke.
Okay, now they've just got headshots. Naxxis is left alone. He knows there's a player at B main, but he can't deal with 9-10, who shows up with a FAMAS of all weapons.
That's a bit of a redemption for 9-10.
Yeah, he's stepped up in a big way in this round. Blitz move, I have kit. Gets the defuse.
Aye, Captain. That was a close one.
My captain.
Great retake coming in from the Mongols there. 9-10 with a FAMAS. 3K against 3 AK-47s, Dinko. When was the last time you saw that with a FAMAS?
Yeah, you don't see that too often.
I really wish they buffed it back.
But you do? Like, what would you like to be better about the FAMAS play?
Make it like 1.6 FAMAS.
I don't remember what that was like.
Yeah, so this is before you were born, right?
Yeah.
But back in the day, there was a Swedish player called Zneel, Z-N-E-E-L.
Okay.
And you guys can actually check his frag movies out. Zneel, FAMAS. He used to main the FAMAS, dude. And he was like reaming players like Forrest, like Get Right. So good. And it used to be very legitimate. The burst fire, accurate. We can.
Yeah, I heard the burst fire used to be good. Well,
So
it's
good.
useless now, really.
Which sucks, you know? I think it's a very viable... I mean, it can still be a very viable weapon. Maybe Source 2 just doesn't have the technology for it.
Yeah, that's it, Blatt. Technology was back in the 90s was better.
Yes, it was.
Still got a good buy here, 3D Max. So even though Mongols able to win their second CT round, 3D Max will still obviously be able to purchase into this, and they're still on that journey, trying to collect 12 rounds. If they lose this, though, money does start to become a bit of a question. Mongols will have the scoreline at 11-10. Maybe they even have an opportunity to tie it 11-11. And then you don't want to be in that territory where you once again have a heartbreaking 13-11 loss in your map pick.
I think you saw him.
Well, aggression through B is nice from Senzu and Techno. Going to apply pressure into his Lucky, who hides behind this wall. And Lucky eating shrapnel. That's gone in his back pocket, blah.
Oh, not a big fan of that from Mazinho, but a smoke might keep the two players from camera at bay. 9-10, just trying to buy time.
Yeah, just waiting to come through this camera smoke. There's so much space already taken into with this A-bomb set, but 9-10, he can't do anything about it. But his teammates at least have rotated in relatively quickly, but they're all coming in from heaven. They're all coming in from storage. And Gravity to fend off the first wave. Jocko to peek out second. Techno hits the deck, pushing forward his Blitz. Traded immediately after his one kill, and Senzu finds himself left in a 1v2. He's got a kit, he's got a smoke, but has he got a chance? No peek from any of the 3D Max players, and as soon as he makes a step and turns his back, Maka is ready to take him out. So 3D Max preventing Mongols from putting any rounds together here on the CT side, and they are now looking at victory on Anubis.
I think it was a bit of a mistake from Mazinho taking the fight at A main. There was no flashbang to help him out, and they had a smoke from 9-10. right? He could have lobbed it towards camera, which he did after Mizzino fell down, or he could have lobbed it into A main and just delay the fights, because their teammates are so far away, right? They get a kill towards B main, and they just buy time. Instead, he swings out wide, 9-10 alone towards heaven, and I really like what 3D Max did there. They waited for the A main players to push on in, they swung him together from both sides. So, well done by 3D Max, but also a couple of all little mistakes as exercise. Another double kill for him.
Yeah, Blood, this is over. This is absolutely over.
It is so Jover.
Mongols with 7 rounds in the first half, 2 in the second. They had their chances. They had their opportunities. But not enough done in that first half, really, to allow Mongols to feel comfortable in the second half has been somewhat woeful. Sensu will lose taking Joko out, so it's not completely over yet. 3v2. Still an opportunity for Mongols to stay in this, but both remaining CTs are split up. And that could be a problem here, Blood. You've got one player on each bomb site. There is aggression coming in, though, from Blitz.
Blitz is still alive. There's always a chance.
25 kills, Blood. That's pretty impressive.
Dead.
Goes into the fight, goes into exercise, and no, he's not.
I was talking exercise being done.
Oh, you were talking about... That makes sense, Blood. Yeah. Of course you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gravity unlucky. Okay,
never mind.
Blitz is dead now. And the A bomb site has been occupied by Senzu, and they actually have the read of this, so they're going to run back. They fake the steps in towards A, sprint back over towards the B bomb site, and now Senzu's trying to race them to arrive.
Gonna make it
over there, and he might actually get there in time. Yeah, he's at Temple, so Molly headshot in, and he couldn't stop Gravity. 13-9 victory from 3D Max on Anubis. They take their map pick versus the Mongols, and they are looking to try and take the same result they had all the way back at the Sky Esports Masters. Into the second map. We've got Ancient, the Mongols versus 3D Max. 3D Max one map up in this series, looking to replicate their result against the Mongols from a few months ago. They start on the CT side of Ancient. The Mongols have to show us a better game here on map 2.
Smoking dualies for Lucky. And Gravity, it's got just no armor. It's gonna be. So ends up pushing a pretty deep up ramp, but it slowed things down. No utility for the Mongols. 5 pairs of blocks and armor.
Maka just waiting in the cubby. He's under a lot of pressure, and in fact, enough bullets penetrate his skull. He finally goes down, and Mongols have the first kill of the pistol. Now, that didn't necessarily matter, if you remember, on Anubis.
That's a big find by Lucky on towards Senzu.
3D Max have been good at turning pistol rounds back in their favor, despite losing the opening fights. Back-to-back maps. Once again, they find themselves ahead. 4v3. Joko on the follow-up, Techno hitting the deck, and Mongols have stalled out. It does not look like they're even going to get a bomb plant, so there won't be a good force buy available in the next round here for the Mongols.
It's not quite done yet, Dinko.
No, it's still possible, of course, especially with Mizzino making the play through A here.
Now, the player inside a donut exercise, he is aware of this. He hears the footsteps, but he has no idea there's a player right next to him on the bomb site. If he gets a bomb down, there is a chance here.
That's a little fake plant to draw the fight. Okay, 9-10 on a double headshot, but they're not ready for Joko to come out of the donut. And once again, the savior of the pistol is Joko. It'll be the first round for 3D Max here on Ancient.
We're expecting 3 CTs inside a donut. Nice try there from 9-10, actually going in for the swing. I thought he'd just stick the plant.
Oh, has 38 kills, Blood.
Did it win?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Eventually they won.
Bro, that kid's gonna get trauma very quickly if he's dropping bombs like that. It's
gonna get back pain. That's what he's gonna get. Having to carry that. Oh, 155 ADR.
38 kills, 12 vets, and they still win 13-11. Jesus.
Well, Mongols have invested. They've thrown everything they've got into this.
They did get the bomb down, so yeah. No, just a 1 Mac 10, however. Oh, they heard that. The nade hit one of the players. The Gravity, he's got a lot of work to do. And he's going to find nothing. That was ugly from Gravity. 9-10 is going to find Maka in the meantime, and this force buy might actually go the way of Mongols.
Oh, yes, it's looking like it is completely locked in. Techno goes back. Lucky falls on the ground. And Sensu walks to the short smoke, but it won't turn the fates of this round at all. Mongols bounce back with a force bite. They burst through that B bomb site, and they're living by your motto, Blood. Brute force.
In your face. Vulgar display of power.
Yeah.
Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, all of those.
All of those.
Well, that's a 1-1 scoreline thanks to TheMongolz' success in terms of being able to get this force buy into the round. And, oh, Jocko at least saving the M4, at least that's going to be something carried over here.
We did see how 3D Max were able to steal a couple of rounds away on Anubis. Not just a couple of rounds, I think they won like 3 rounds on these couple of saved rifles, just a pistol, so still not going to really count them out of the round. But good job by TheMongolz there for the force buy. Messy shots as well by the CTs. I can't believe Techno just gets a kill here. Well, didn't get a thing, but trust me.
Gotta believe him.
You gotta believe me, he got a kill there.
Well, 3D Max looking to bounce back of a force buy of their own, and it was just kind of the same story on Anubis, right? It was a lot of force buy wars. They kick things off. 3D Max, here they go, lining up, and the B-rush has not worked out for the TheMongolz. They get stopped at the door, not a single kill. My God, it really is identical to Anubis. What has happened? Are they going to buy again? Of course they are. What is happening, Black?
I don't know, man.
The B-rush right into this stack of players ready to mow them down.
Why would he... And also,
They got melted. They didn't even get a kill. Not a single kill.
Their anti-ecos are just miserable.
Well, they got a good force buy again here, though. TheMongolz with 3 AK-47s. Tech9s, they're B-rushing again. They're B-rushing again, Blood. This time it's going to work. They've got one entry. Or is it? Nope, it's not going to work. It's fixed. It's all good here for 3D Max. They've stopped it. Blitz left alone and taken out. So I'm assuming we're going to stop rushing B now, TheMongolz. I think that would probably be a good idea.
Nah, go for it again.
Yeah, another round. Do it one more time. They got the entry this time at least, so they got a kill, Blood. That's different.
Well handled by 3D Max there, but also I would like to see something a little bit more different from the TheMongolz. Okay, maybe not this round, right? Because they just have like a few pistols and Glocks, but maybe just, you know, default a bit. Force 3D Max to use the util out a bit, make them a little confused. Lucky's pushing up. Ooh.
Okay. Dink on towards Lucky. He'll do his damage. He'll have his teammate coming to help him, and Lucky doesn't necessarily need that help all the way, and Exercise Commits gets a little hungry for it, but Lucky's grenade will finish off the job. Nice shot from Blitz out mid on that Deagle. Not expecting too much more from him. He's given the opportunity, just can't take it. 4-1 start on the CT side for 3D Max.
You'll take that. Also, one we may be critical of some of the decisions being made by the TheMongolz. Gotta take it away. I think 3D Max is looking very hot right now. All right, get another buy, Dinko. How much you gonna bet it's gonna be on the B play?
I would bet on as a caster, but I'll estimate.
Hypothetically,
there's not going to be a B player straight away.
Wow,
just based on what I've seen, Blood.
Yeah, good job, man. Like 1 minute 40 seconds into the round, you're like, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a fast B play.
I don't think it's going to be a B rush, Blood. Something. I'm getting the signs. I'm feeling it.
Good job, just stalling it out. Yeah. All right. 3D Max not really opting to contest mid that often. We just saw the insta smoke. That's about it. Playing a little bit more placid. I do like the double man push towards A main. We saw it in the previous round. They're going to try it again. Oh, the timing is huge. And Mazzinho has no idea he's going to be taken down. They have so much information here for 3D Max. Oh, this is disaster.
Yeah, here comes Exercise around the back. Headshot knocks out Blitz. And oh, a second. So clean on Mazzinho. Couldn't get a third, but that's Lucky's job as he comes around the elbow as well. It's 9-10 and Techno left in a 2 versus 4. And Techno applying pressure as he tries to get out of cave. Gravity waiting at the cubby. Oh, he's looked the wrong way for a little bit too long there. Techno was the first peeker, and they've actually drawn this back into an even numbers fight with a bomb down. TheMongolz have done very well to get themselves into this position, but Mackin moving forward solo. There's a headshot on 9-10. He's got the read. He knows that Techno is taking position around long and is wrapping into short, but he still wins the fight down to 1 HP. A single point of health. Lucky tosses utility out to long, and the steps of Techno charging forward. Lucky spams him down. That's a 5th round coming in for 3D Max. But the TheMongolz do pretty well to turn that back into a doable situation at the end. But not enough.
Yeah, smile surrounding as well with 3D Max. I like Techno. I like how Techno trying to be sneaky over there, but the moment the player pushed up from short, he knew exactly where the final player was, and the bomb really wasn't planted for him. So well handled in the 2v2 by 3D Max. And I believe that was Maka. Yeah, Maka. Might not be completely dominating the server right now like he did on Anubis, but that was very well played by him. 5-1. Thank you. This is smelling like a repeat of Sky Esports Grand Finals in Mumbai.
Yeah, it is. It's smelling like it for sure.
I do love the the timing on a lot of these mid-round aggressions as well. This is very well done by them.
Yeah, I think right now they're looking so confident, right? 3D Max looking so strong at the moment. Willing to take risks, willing to get aggressive, willing to have two players go on the flank.
And none of these risks seem, solitary, right? It's a lot of like double pushes are working in tandem together. You never see one guy playing aggressive towards long. And now switching it up, going back to the lane control, and Mako catches Senzu through the smoke. But at least a trade will transpire.
Yeah, now Gravity gets into the smoke, starts to spam. Mazinho knows he's there, and here he goes, straight through, follow up. It took a little while, and Mazinho is able to get a second as he spins back out towards Exercise. So a little bit of chaos inside of the Jag, and it has come out on top for Mongols.
All the defenders are here. Lucky. If he gets Mazinho, he's alone.
Oh, he's close to taking 9-10 out. A lot of damage done. 9-10 is now forced to play more passive at those doors.
Look at the flank. It's so far away. Blitz could actually get a free kill onto its Lucky here.
Yeah, this is smart. This is real smart from Blitz. A real masterful play from Blitz to take out Lucky, and now it's just Joko left in a 1v3, and because of that kill, it frees up the ball to escape. And so they're going to have the A bomb site. They're going to have the pickings, the choosings that they would desire. And for Joko, this round just seems a little too far gone to become reality. Second round for Mongols collected. Joko is trying to save, but the problem is someone waiting for him. 9-10, very patient, and it pays off.
That was all Mazinho. A very quiet game on the Ancient at A-bomb side. Wasn't quite working out for him, but he plays this one so well around the smoke against Gravity and even getting the trade on to Exercise.
Yeah, a little weird from Gravity not to kind of anticipate a possible smoke push when you're telegraphing. You're going to have to reload. You're going to have to possibly fall back. You've got to have the idea that someone is willing to take that risk, especially when they're 5-1 down. But doesn't seem to be aware of that and loses his life. Here comes some aggression up towards Heaven. And it's going to work out with a flash for Techno and Senzu. Okay, 3D Max got good positioning early, but couldn't actually do anything with it.
I gotta still stick around. This is so risky.
I feel like now he's got to worry about elbow, so he's dead.
Yeah,
not a great round from 3D Max.
Great flashes coming out from Blitz as well. There's a double flashes layered. Turn away from the first, and now Exercise don't know where he likes to play.
I mean, I think 3D Max, you pointed out like a few rounds ago, Blah, they had this idea of playing aggressive, getting in their face, being disruptive. And it does feel like that has now stalled out a little bit. Mongols have found a way of dealing with it. So that's finally broken the money for 3D Max. They're going to have nothing to play with, really, especially if Exercise goes down here. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. And Mongols, having 5 players staying up, recovers their money. And they can finally start getting going here on their map pick.
It took a while, but yeah. They'd be very, very paranoid. 5v1, all creeping together, not giving any chances, because we did see Exercise have some very cool spray downs and multi-kills on Anubis. So, yeah, bomb will be planted. And this one will be the third for the Mongols. Money isn't exactly terrible for the side if they had held on to that rifle, but this might be the call for an eco.
A call for a timeout as well. All right. Haven't checked in with the chat in a while.
What's going on there?
Nothing.
Awesome.
Nothing too interesting. So we'll try the mailbag. We'll see how it's going over there instead. I think there was one I maybe didn't read out yesterday that we can have a look at.
Okay.
Actually, no. No, we've covered pretty much. Actually, this one, but it's not really relevant to the stream. It's about Moses. Give Moses a big thank you for letting the world know about how people who claim Chicago outside the U.S. are 9 times out of 10 lying. That's from Graham from Chicago. So felt like you wanted to just shout Jason out for that one.
I just don't get the reference, honestly.
I think it's an American thing, isn't it?
Yeah, an Americanism.
Yeah, they all have their little humors.
Americans are weird.
Yeah. That's what I always tell Jason when I'm commentating with him.
Yeah, exactly.
I start every cast. Jason, you're weird. Let's go.
I'm referring to Jason.
Let's get into this. Nah, Jason's great. One of the best. Stack on the B-bomb.
Still weird.
Yeah, you know.
But one of the best.
I have to be nice to my business partner.
That's fair enough. He's a great guy. Just an American.
Actually, Machine's also asking about the mailbag right now, so maybe we'll get an update soon, and we can answer some of the questions you guys have been sending in. Blood, do you think that the Mongols can avoid stagnation due to their age? That's a good question.
Wait, if they can avoid stagnation?
Because of their age, yeah.
I'm not sure I got that. Like, because they're young, and I think for the Mongols, the problem right now is focus. Focus and handling the pressure. Oh, they know where the M4 is now. Okay, well handled. Still another player inside the side. I actually have no idea how Gravity is still alive. Oh, he's gonna get a kill.
Oh, a little dink, little headshot, and 910 able to close out. Jocko doing what he can, but he's pushed from Rudd, and a lot more space being taken across the map, which makes this a lot more difficult for 3D Max's CT side. So those 5 rounds they picked up earlier starting to very quickly fall away.
Oh, we got a mailbag.
Oh, we do? Okay. What is it, Blah?
Will we be... This is from...
Niels Zetterberg.
Will we be treated to end a chess match between Blitz and one of the castles? So, I'll tell you what happened. So, obviously, everyone's referring to the Henry G game they had last season, right? Henry said, I've never been this terrified going against a player, and he said he toyed with him.
Yeah, he did.
And yet he gave him respect and let the game continue for a little bit longer so he wasn't embarrassed live on stream. So I really doubt they're going to want to play against Blitz again.
Well, I'd say Henry probably wants to play against him again, but I would say Blitz doesn't want to waste his time. But who knows? That would be cool. I think Henry's probably improved as well. Time has gone on. I'd like to see that again.
You can read the second one out.
J Jive Certified has sent one in as well. He says, hello. Stanislaw looks like a cross between Yanko and Nico. I'm surprised no one has noticed this yet. Stay on top of that, or you're fired. But seriously, keep up the great work.
I kind of agree how he says it.
Yeah, you can see that?
I can see that.
The love child.
Yeah.
Miles win EPL for the 3rd time in a row by Lucas Chisao. Not right now. I don't think they... The recent performance...
I think there's a chance, but...
There's definitely a chance, but... I would say they're favorites.
Okay, I'm gonna. It's not really a hot take, but I think Spirit's gonna win.
Okay, well that'd be cool. Exercise the Lucky, looking to hold down the fort. It's gonna be Mazinho with the first techno on the follow-up.
Great spacing.
Yeah, and that was very clean entries from Mongols. Great work. They've tied up the scoreline 5-5. We're gonna see a save call for 3D Max coming in. That's how we can get back to the mailbag block.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this one out. This is from Tudor. I love this tournament. I have no idea who is reading this, but from the production to the casting to the vibe, the whole tournament, this is generally the perfect way to consume CS content. I love all the casters, and all the bits in between matches flow so perfectly together.
You left that slow.
I don't have a question, nor do I expect this to be shown in stream or anything, but I hope this can be forwarded to the production staff and casters, just so we know that you guys are appreciated. Love what you guys do. I love you too, Tudor. Thank you for that mail. Appreciate it. Everyone puts in a lot of work.
Let's not blow our whole mailbag here, Blood. Let's save some of it.
I like blowing my whole mailbag, man.
I know you do, but you gotta hold back sometimes, Blood, you know? Delayed gratification. They'll have that a little bit later on.
Yeah, edging.
Well, we have others saying that Spirit aren't going to win, so he doesn't agree with you, Blood. Not whatsoever.
And that is okay. We can disagree and, you know, be civil to each other. You piece of... I think we lost Dinka, guys.
Yeah, no, it's good.
All right. Another buy. Maka with the AWP. You really haven't seen him wield the Zoom Banger much. Didn't really go for it on the Nubis. And once again, a lot of utility being deployed by the Mongols here to get to rest mid control, which they have for free. The Gravity, FAMAS inside a cave, is all alone. No one nearby to help him out. There is a flashbang. There's actually no flash either. and instantly taken down by Blitz. That was very uncomfortable for Gravity to hold. I'm not sure if he wanted to commit to that position. A bit of an off angle. Mazzino this time's ready. Oh, he's ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Exercise. He's going to check that angle for the rest of his life now.
Not the third time, right? They've done it twice, pushing A main, and this time Mazzino's like, I'm ready.
Oh, Joko. At least he gets one here. Joko off the top. That sends you out of there. And at least a 4v3. Mongols still hold the advantage with just under 1 minute left.
This is a dinko.
I don't know anything about RuneScape.
You don't know anything about RuneScape? Dude, I didn't even know what RuneScape was till like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think I missed the boat on that. But a lot of people still playing. Mazzino doing well. Joko, he's doing as much as he can to keep his team in this fight. It's actually a 2v3 off the back of this. And a grenade lands right onto Joko's head. A 3v2 with 25 seconds left. And the ball making its way into the site. The Mongols taking Joko out, Shu confirming the round victory. And now it is 6-5. Mongols have been able to just suddenly level up completely here.
So yeah, just to reply back to Jordan Mallard.
How is my RuneScape account going? All right.
I think it's looking good. You know what? I think it looks good. I think account's looking fantastic.
I see a lot of items that are 99 out of 99. And that has to be good. You've got
your total level
of 2,181. I'd imagine that is fantastic.
That's a big number.
So you've been grinding. You've been doing well. I did see there's been some methods that people have been getting good at dating, so they can find a lot of Tinder dates, etc., to come back and level up their log cutting on RuneScape.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to do that, that's probably a great idea. You could probably improve your RuneScape inventory by doing that.
Okay.
So that is probably some advice that you might be able to work with.
All right, we got a direct message here by 3x33. Okay, Blade, do you think Blitz is the best fracking IGL in the world?
No.
All right.
No, you don't.
Only others I can think of are Big Azera, Chopper, and Advent. Shout out Advent.
Yeah, Advent, he has to be the best fracking.
Best fracking IGL of all time. Advent, my man. Okay, hold up, Joko. That's so much damage being dealt on 910 as well. Brilliantly done. They finally decided they had enough, Dinka. They need to take a little bit of control, take the fight to Mongols, and a bit of aggression down towards ramp, as 910 will eventually fall. He did deal quite a bit of damage to his Joko, but because of all the aggression towards B, towards ramp, they have lost control of red. But just now, in control by Mazzino. I'm thinking, Blitz is up there. He's like definitely a top 5 fragging IGL right now. But who else could there be?
Big Azera is a good shot. He has given a good one.
Big Azera's fucking great. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, Techno.
Not so good for Techno in this round, though. Down 2 players, Mongols, and this is the last round of the first half.
Look at where they are.
Max want to tie things up. And it would be fantastic for them to have gone on a 5-round streak just at the end to make sure that it wasn't all in vain. You know, you get one extra round at the end. You don't go on a losing streak right until the end of the half. And currently looking likely that they're going to be able to grab this last round of play. It's Blitz left alone in a 1v4, and it's time to see how much of a fragging IGL he really is. Great movement, gets himself up on the big box, but he's being pushed from main. He's looking at CT, and that will cost him his life. 3D Max able to bounce back. Fantastic start to the CT half. They completely disappeared for the second quarter of this first half, and it will be a tied scoreline 6-6. As 3D Max look to try and 2-0 the Mongols today. They've got to do it here on Ancient. Welcome back to the ESL Professional League. We have got ourselves Season 20.
Is that what it stands for?
Pro generally stands for professional, but it's the ESL Pro League XX 20th season here. We've got Mongols and we've got 3D Max. Currently one map down to the Mongols, but they're on their map pick and they've got a tied scoreline heading into the second half. I'm intrigued to see how their CT side is going to go. I feel like 3D Max have done enough to make this map competitive right to the bitter end and have set themselves up with an opportunity to try and close out this series 2-0. Wasn't a very back and forth half though. The scoreline may be tied, but it was a huge patch of form in the early rounds from 3D Max won 5 rounds early on, and then Mongols went on a huge streak of their own.
Gonna be the exec coming in. And it's all on 9-10. Bit of a stack towards mid. We haven't seen anyone towards mid, so no rotation's gonna be coming in anytime soon here for the Mongols. The smoke gonna be landing for CT, and with the smoke landing in, now they know. Rotation in.
Flashes through 9-10, having a peek, doing damage and lining them up. 9-10 with 3, finally. Oh, surely going to go down now. I thought it was going to happen a lot sooner, but he stays alive for a full reload. Couldn't get a bullet off, though. And 3D Max find themselves in a 2 versus 3. Now, something I mentioned in the first half is the ability for 3D Max to be able to pull rounds back in their favor in pistol rounds, despite being down players, and they've done it again. Grenade sent to default, taking one player out of there, and they've damaged up Techno to just 17 points of health. Mazinho also low, pinned at the default boxes. There's time, plenty of it, and a smoke now deployed.
How much utility do they have?
Dude, it's crazy. They've got another smoke coming in. Clearing out those default boxes, and don't you stand in that fire! No! Why, Mazinho? Oh, no,
what was that? Dude, how many nades do they have? I counted 2 nades, a molly, a smoke, a flash.
Why did he walk into the fire?
I don't know!
Oh, did he know? Oh, God.
I don't think he's, I mean, he was lost in the...
He was lost in the smoke?
Yeah, he was lost in the smoke, lost in the smoke. Dude, how much util the 3D Max have? It's like a full arsenal. That's insane, dude.
Well, another round where 3D Max are not favored to win it, and then they turn it around and they get the round back. So both pistols picked up for 3D Max here on Ancient.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, and they've taken the only rifle. That was a hero rifle for Blitz. It's dead early on.
Oh, that's the round of the day for me. I don't think many rounds can beat that. 2v4. And Mac is like, hold up, let me open my pouch. He just takes out a metric ton of util.
He's got one of those Mary Poppins bags. It's just filled with util.
Oh,
Batman utility belt. Oh, another one.
All the util, Denko.
All the util.
All the nades.
Well, 3D Max, they've got a player advantage at the moment thanks to taking Blitz out in an early mid-skirmish.
The M4 has, however, been retrieved by Mazinho, but he's going to be far away from where the action is going to transpire. Now, there are 2 smokes in play here for the Mongols. They can use it if an execute comes in. But the weaponry... Oh, never mind. He has the M4 in the side, actually. Nice smoke. Delays them.
Pushing forward, it's going to be Gravity to hit the deck. Damage being done to the Mongols players, and 3D Max want to get out of there. They don't want to walk into the stack that is waiting for them on this B site, so this is the only hope. It's 9-10, and that smoke goes down a donut. So actually, 3D Max have been stalled out. 25 seconds left. They can't respect this, and now the rotation. Oh no, they've had pretty much everybody rotate over towards the A-bomb site.
Oh boy.
Oh, this looks good for Mongols. All of a sudden, they've got a chance to win it. 13 seconds left. Oh, it's done. Oh, it is done. 3D Max. That is a horrible finish to the round. Don't know what to say, Blah. You just have to disrespect that donut smoke. You just have to run through it.
You just have to go through it. Like, at that point, you have 3 players coming in.
Slow down.
They had a flash as well. They're just caught in 2 minds.
Yeah, if you're the reason you're leaving B is because you've seen too many players over here, and the rifle. Well, you don't know it's the only rifle, but you've seen a rifle and some players over the B bomb site. Surely you need to just go through that, donut.
And eventually, they wound up pushing in through the smoke before it completely faded.
But they just allowed the full rotation to come in, which made it more difficult for them. I think if they go through that, they definitely get the trade on 9-10, and then they're in the bomb site.
They knew there were 3 players all the way towards B, and they sped into his A. But it's 2 smokes, Denko. Oh, yikes. Well, the Mongols are forced by. It pans out. And it's like we've seen these forced by wars every half so far in this game.
Yeah. Got a question here. Is his name for real Bleh? Yeah, that's his first name. His legal name on his birth certificate is indeed Bleh.
Yeah, my parents
It's
saw me.
his mother.
They saw me pop out de la blah.
They're like, Bleh. This thing. Yep, that's kind of how it went. Wasn't that right, Bleh?
Yeah, and why did they call you Dinko again? Rush me.
Yep. Rush in, and Senzu at the ready. MP9 spraying down, getting a double. Senzu and Techno stopping this 3D Max attack, and their buyback has not paid off. 3D Max may have just said goodbye to their chances of getting a good start in this second half of Ancient.
Counter-terrorists win.
Clean round, just one casualty. And they actually survive a force by Dinko.
Yes, indeed they do, Bleh. 3D Max have likely made Ancient incredibly difficult for themselves now. It did feel like they needed to have a perfect start to this half. They nearly had it. They had a player advantage against the force buy of Mongols that would have reset their money back down to a full eco. You would have had 3 rounds off the back of a pistol victory. But instead, they find themselves in the bin with just Glocks. And it's going to be a 9-7 scoreline. 3D Max have a lot of hard work to be able to pull off now.
Yeah, this one shouldn't really be problematic.
No, it won't be. I'll tell you that.
Surely not, right? Not against Glocks.
Don't even worry, Blood. Don't even think about it. Don't waste your brain power on thinking about it. Everything's going to be okay. I was lying last night, you know, getting ready to go to sleep, and an onslaught of brain rot reels started coming into my inbox. Blood,
Yeah?
Thank you for that.
Dude, my Instagram reel section is absolute brain rot.
Dude, it's like, I actually don't even know what's going on in some of the stuff you send me.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I just started giggling. That's so stupid.
Everybody has one of those friends, right? Everybody has one of those friends who just sends in the most mental reels or TikToks.
Out of the TikTok, do all for that.
You can get involved on the ESL socials, though.
Yes, you can. At ESL CS.
Yeah, send some questions into Twitter as well, the mailbag, whatever you really want to do, send them via any medium.
Yeah, you can put it in
You can post a letter.
You can post a letter.
Make it second class, you know, might make it by the end of Pro League.
All right, lane control being exerted. That nade could deal a lot of damage. No, it won't. Only on the exercise, but it'd be bomb side. It's kind of empty here, but Senzu is burning.
He's burning.
And they found it. Blitz has been heard. Heard the reload.
He knows, but Joko going through is able to catch out 9-10. Now Lucky, oh my god, how has he not managed to get that kill? But Gravity doubles up. Now Mizinho in Cave spotted. They know exactly where he is. And so getting out of there is his only option. And he's going to drop down into middle and try and save this M4. So 3D Max bounce back as soon as the guns come out. And to me, that's a real positive sign. We actually have something I want to do a little shout out here. We've got Schneider who in the chat who's asking for any level 8 players on Faceit that would like to play with him. So if anybody is looking to queue a Faceit game on that platform,
I respect the hustle. The guy is on Twitch chat asking for players to play with.
Yeah.
And man, it can be lonely and face it sometimes.
Yeah, you don't want a solo queue.
You'd never want a solo queue.
You never want a solo queue. You don't want to. Well, duo queue could be rough as well.
At least you have someone to.
So help out Schneider, guys. If there's any other level 8s in there, you know, get him to level 10.
Doesn't have to be level 8 either. Could be level 6s. Could be level.
No,
9s,
I think he wants level 8s.
Oh, he wants. All right.
Maybe some level 10s in there. You know, just grow the elo together.
I want to play some CS.
Wow.
That's the most frustrating thing when you're working events. It's like you're casting these games, you're watching other people play, and then you just get the itch.
Yeah, you get the itch to want to play.
Yeah.
You're seeing them hit these crazy headshots, and you're like, yeah, I can do that.
And then I go on a server and I cry.
Yeah, me too. I cry when you go on the server as well, blah.
Hey, screw you, man.
It's okay. We have a good one right together.
Yeah, dude. Every time I come to EU and I play, I just farm. It's so much fun.
Yeah, because you're not playing at like 190 ping.
CSGO is so much worse on higher ping than Go was. Because I remember when we used to play CSGO from when I'd be back home, it'd be 150 ping, very playable. I'd still be able to frag out. Now 140 ping, and it's like impossible.
Well, Mongols have called a timeout
They have a buy. They have a solid buy.
So this is one of the last ones though. Like if they lose this, there's the leftover cash, but you don't want to lose the AWP when you're throwing so much into this. Mongolz looking to try and get 10 rounds. 3D Max on the journey to tie up the game.
Mongolz not really looking to continue to stick around here towards mid. Techno. Nice lonesome towards cave. They did find an MTB bomb site the previous round. As the Mongols re-aggressing out towards mid. This is risky. That AK. One tap potential. And make it 2.
Oh, yeah. You like that?
I love it. It's beautiful.
You love it, you wear it?
What's your style?
Shop.
ESL.
Gaming.
Yeah. Techno could find 2.
Oh, Techno. Yeah, he could have found 2, but he only gets 1. Lucky with his 3rd kill from the same position. They just keep appearing red.
Hello?
Hello? Well, no money left for Mongols to get a really good buy in this round, so they're going to have to take upgraded pistols. Blett, if you had to pick one Asian scene to resurrect, which scene would it be?
South Korea.
You know, the end of his sentence was, for me, it would be Korea.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I think they have the players. Just if CS was just bigger in the region, we would have so many good teams, man. The best Counter-Strike team from Asia of all time, over the course of 24 years, was the team from South Korea.
And they were called Lunacy or something like that?
Lunatic High was different. They were called many things, but
High School Lunacy?
High School. They were called
like a 1990s grunge album or something.
They were originally called Project KR, then later on they had many names like Red Code, We Made Fox. They were also played as MVP PK during the CSGO years. And some people say, the Mongols are the best Asian team of all time. I disagree. They're the best Asian team in CSGO and CS2, yes, but not of all time. And if we got some of the Koreans back, Dinko, you never know.
Respect sign.
Respect Zine. The final, the last standing. You're talking about the last samurai, the last Korean Counter-Strike player remaining as well. 3D Max have successfully broken the money of Mongols and blitz the solitary M4A1, the hero M4, which didn't let them around earlier. So you never know.
It did in a weird way. I don't necessarily believe it was the M4 that won it, but they were able to pick the round.
It was the presence of the M4 at the B bomb site that pivoted towards the A bomb site.
And then they got there, but it was the smoke grenade of 910 that really screwed the pooch. 3D Max, though, they're going to be committing into the B bomb site. Utility going in place. Blitz cleared out, so they can now clear him with guns. And Gravity getting a second. Nice and clean from 3D Max. Doesn't look like there's going to be any mess-up moments at the B-bomb side at all. So that's going to be a 10th round for 3D Max. Getting to the end of Ancients with them now in the lead. It feels like they might be able to get the job done here in a 2-0.
Just the buy rounds that 3D Max have won so far on this T side have looked very, very convincing. And Mongols, like, they're relying heavily on winning the duels. Like you saw the 2 players towards Red, for example, and even in the B bombs, just nice windows being found by 3D Max. This defense has looked very, very, I wouldn't necessarily say bad, but 3D Max have had enough of it. Maka looks like Greedo from The Godfather. He does.
All right, now leading his squad to victory. Gravity with another opening, this time on Techno. Blitz needs to be careful. Needs to be very careful.
He's dead.
He's dead indeed. Well, should be. And yeah, confirmed. Lucky through that elbow smoke. It's now a 5 versus 3 3D Max pushing forward to 11 if they can convert upon this 5v3. And Mongols, the money is at a breaking point again. They could be left with nothing after this.
All on 9-10. Oh, get it here. Oh, man. The amount of times they've just been caught out of position, trying to re-aggress all by themselves. Sim is going to fall as well, and this is just not pretty. This is just not pretty.
Oh, Grenade's got it as well. Mazinho fighting in middle. Grenade actually didn't finish them off, but Gravity will, and Lucky to headshot Senzu. So now we're getting to the end of this. Yeah, it does feel like 3D Max have done it today, to be honest.
Gravity does take care of a lot of things.
Yeah, it does. Snap back.
I love the fact that people still don't know what really causes gravity. Like, we know it exists, right? It's a force of nature and all of that. One of the strong forces.
All right, this is taking a turn. All right, yeah. Let me focus up. Turn my brain back on. Continue.
Yes, gravity. No one really knows, like, why it really... Like, we know it exists. Like, we don't know what it is, right? It's an attractive force. Yes, it is. It bends space-time. But what is it? No one knows.
Apple falls from tree. Apple hits guy's head.
Oh, Gravity is a player.
Gravity hitting heads as 910.
Oh.
Locked out. He gets one of the USP, but Gravity is just an unstoppable. Exercise comes in beside him, and yeah, Techno offering his life up. 12 rounds, map series point for 3D Max.
The number of times Mongols have just walked in through smokes, just tried pushing it by themselves, all alone, thinking it's not being watched, relying on Lady Luck, is not the way I like my Counter-Strike to be played. And this is not the way they used to play.
How do you like your Counter-Strike in the morning?
In the morning, I like my Counter-Strike to be, you know, with some little bit of focus, a little bit of less Asian Counter-Strike-esque, and a little bit more of thought being put into what you're doing here. You're playing like they're just gonna... This is so Tyloo-esque. Sorry, Tyloo fans. It reminds me of old Tyloo. You know, just running on in, hoping your aim's gonna do the job. Yeah. And this is not pretty at all.
Rourke Silva, how do you turn the casters off? There's a little button at the bottom. It looks like a speaker. If you click that, it mutes it.
Do they not know how to mute us?
Well, I suppose they want the game sound as well, Blood. So that might be a little conundrum for them to figure out.
Oh, I mean, that's a them problem.
Straight through elbow, it is Lucky losing some of his health. Exercise also losing some of his health. And Blitz burning in the cubby. He'll smoke out himself and go into the battle. And it's going to work out for Blitz, but he couldn't get a second because Gravity is there with his grenade. Sends it firing forward. 3D Max looking to close out the series, but not looking too likely at this moment. 4 versus 3. Mongols have done well to get solid openers here.
It's actually miraculous that Blitz was able to get a kill from 1 HP. It looked like it was done for. Still a lot of time to work with here for the French side. And 910 scoped on in. They do have 1 smoke remaining, but they need to be very judicious in where they want to use it. They're going to go for the boost again. Unlikely. Yeah, there we go. Smoke for red. Oh, for Donut, actually.
Oh!
Oh, what?
Nice shot from Maka. That brings it back to a 3v3, and 3D Max once again trying to close this. Do they pick the right side of the map? There's 2 defenders on B.
Where was 910 looking at? Why didn't he look away? Did he think it was going to be a flash?
Must have been. Just looking away, but here goes Senzu inside of the cave. Oh, he's lined up too. All right, cleaned up. They went to the wrong side of the map, and they end up losing everybody in one foul swoop. Schneider's asking questions. I thought you should be in a FACEIT game by now. Come on. Who do we think is going to win Pro League? Well, I said Spirit.
Yeah, this one's going to win.
And a great point brought up by Mr. X Argus. If you don't want to listen to us, FACEIT Watch is a great option for you. You can head over to FACEIT Watch.
100%. Show the Dingo. Go.
Yeah, you can go over to FACEIT Watch and watch the game over there. You get all the POVs. It's a great platform to watch the games on.
You don't have to listen to us. You can just listen to tape sounds. You can be your own director, Dingo.
Your own director? That sounds like fun.
FACEIT. Watch it.
FACEIT Watch. Blitz in mid, burned out a cubby. He did very well in the previous round from that exact position. Exercise, trying to get out A. It's a little risky, but he actually doesn't sustain a whole lot of damage to that molly. And mid-control taking for 3D Max. They're about to apply pressure here to Blitz inside of the donut. It's 1-2, and finally, he's traded out, but the bomb is dropped, and no! Mazzinho runs into the donut, thinking he had the element of surprise. Maybe it would catch them just with their pants down, but he ends up being left a little embarrassed himself. Now, 3D Max have a 3v2 post-plant to try and close out this series. It's 910 and Techno coming back in on the retake from CT spawn. The only player with utility is 910. He has a molly and a flash to try and work with. But this is going to be tough. With the AWP having to clear close corners, no one's peeking. No one's given a chance. Not an opportunity presented. And look at that. 910 clears out default. Lucky gets forced away and they're sticking the defuse. They're just sticking it. No one's stopping it. No one's stopping it. Defuse pulled off. And I can't believe they've got away with that. In a split second, that could have been the map and series over.
Daylight robbery from the Mongols. No one peeked, Dinko. They peeked so late. Oh, man. That is so unfortunate for a 3D Max. This was a round that looked like Mongols were going to steal away. And then Lucky finds 2 kills.
This 9-10 clear. Boom.
That's insane.
In fact, he clears Lucky. That's huge.
He went for, he didn't go for the diffuser, Dinko. He went for the guy watching Donut. Oh, They knew exactly where the plan was as well. They knew exactly where the CT had to sit to get the bomb, had to defuse the bomb. Oh man, if this comes back to OT and bites him in the butt, that's gonna suck.
Mongols have been given a second chance.
Are you not entertained?
Certainly am. They've got a second chance, but they can't mess this up now. They've got to try and get it into OT.
All right. Round number 24 coming on up. The final round, potentially off the game, at least final round of regulation for sure. And it is going to be Maka pushing in.
What?
Finds a double kill, looking for more. And this could be it here, Dinko. Maka's taking matters into his own hands, but he will eventually fall to his teammate's Molotov. But he's done his job, Dinko. He's sacrificed himself for his team.
Talk about combat op in blood. Just running out elbow, the entry force.
He finds two!
Yeah, he gets 2 kills, and then the only player that actually stops him is his own teammate. All right, is that going to be enough for 3D Max to close it out, though? Maka puts them in a powerful position, but there's still only 1 player ahead. What is the reaction from Mongols? Well, they're going to send 3 players down middle. Lucky has now detected Senzu and Gravity. Ooh, you got to be careful. You don't want to be taken out here. And he's got an opportunity. Oh, recovers the headshot. Looked a little scary for a moment. Peeks into the AWP and goes down, but he gets a lot of damage off on 910. Drops him down to 12 HP. Bomb will be planted inside of the site, but look at this. Look at this from Senzu. Utility comes up. He dodges it, but he hasn't done enough here with that smoke going down. He won't be able to stop them from getting into the site and helping out in this post-plant situation. Senzu and 910 trying to keep Mongols in this fight, trying to get them into overtime. Joko waiting up on the box. Senzu clears it out. AK collected. 2v2. As Mongols once again reawaken with a chance to smoke onto the defuse. No kit is the problem. Shot from 910. Time ticking. Exercise waiting just at the bottom of that ramp. And he'll play with his time. He'll play with his food. 910 hits the shot, but he can't not win the round. There's not enough time. The Mongols will fall to 3D Max in a 2-0 fashion. 3D Max on top of the Mongols yet again.
Coming down to 1v1, but in the end, yeah, 3D Max, they don't let it slip a second time in a row. Huge game for Maka, and especially the final round, 2 kills to the AWP at mid, combat opping. And I wouldn't really call it an upset, honestly, because they have now had Mongols' number twice in a row.
It just seems like a really difficult